Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Our first card out tonight is the Page of Wands in the upright. So there's limitless potential, some information, some excitement. In the challenge position, we have the Sun. So that's positivity, happiness, a rebirth, celebration. So a celebration. And as you know, we'll need to clarify everything. In the subconscious, we've got the Six of Pentacles in the upright. So there's a generosity, abundance. In the recent past, we've got the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. Financial growth. A routine, slow and steady, hard work, intentions and expectations, ooh, Five of Wands. Somebody's working slow and steady with the intention or expectation of bringing competition and conflict. In the near future, we've got the Page of Cups. Sensitive new love. Listen to your heart. Oh, have fun and be wild, moon child. Ooh. That's what it says. Have fun and be wild, moon child. The lens is being looked through. Oh, we've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So there's a lost opportunity, a missed chance, a bad investment. So this person thought they were making a good investment by bringing conflict and rivalry to a situation, possibly through a union. But we've got here the lens that's being looked through, or maybe it's just this conflict is watching this new love possibility happening here and realize that they've lost their opportunity. This Knight of Pentacles who wanted to bring conflict sees this Page of Cups here and maybe realizes they've lost their opportunity. They made a bad investment. What they thought was a good investment was a bad investment. They lacked planning and foresight. In the environment, whoa, ooh, the Lovers flipped out and went reverse. Misalignment of values. Imbalance. Hopes and fears. Okay, well, I guess this one's coming out. Yeah, Ace of Swords reversed, confusion. Holy moly, frustration, brutality. Somebody wants to be brutal because they didn't get a love relationship. They made a bad investment. And the outcome? King of Wands reversed. Ruthless, brutal, unachievable expectations. Ten of Pentacles. And the World. And the Hierophant. So it's the completion of a cycle. There is wealth security here with this Ten of Pentacles and the Hierophants here. and strength. With the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. These guys aren't horsing around. They're going to be disconnecting some stuff. Why am I hungry? That's weird. Maybe, oh, I didn't eat today. Alrighty then, so we've got freedom. Somebody's excited about freedom, about limitless potential. Oh, wow. So somebody's excited, they're a free spirit, there's limitless potential here, and then somebody is perfectly optimistic. It's like, oh, I'm excited, free spirit, limitless potential, oh, happiness, right? Perfect happiness. How could perfect happiness be challenged by the sun? That's wild. Or maybe it's this Page of Wands who is challenged by the sun. Maybe he's excited, or do whatever you need to do with the genders, please. Maybe this person's excited because they see this individual who is seen as perfectly optimistic, and maybe they're the sun, and maybe they're a challenge. Maybe getting with them is a challenge for this person. There's a backstory here. There's history that may or may not be known. Probably not known. If the backstory card is coming out, that tells me that there's secrets. There's something that hasn't been revealed. But the sun is here, revealing it, shining a light on this backstory. And this Page of Wands is challenged by that, because he wants to be with this perfectly optimistic person, but there's history here, and a light is being shined on it. In the subconscious, we have the Six of Pentacles. So this optimistic, perfectly optimistic person, this sunny individual, is seen as a generous and abundant individual also. There's a promise here. Somebody might be excited. Maybe they got a promise, but maybe they're challenged because there is a backstory, and maybe they haven't come clean. Or they're going to come clean because the sun is being lit, is lighting up this backstory. They're hoping for a promise from this abundant, generous, perfectly optimistic person. You've got this Knight of Pentacles here who thought they were making a good investment. They were working slow and steady to get a financial gain. Hard work with the intention and expectation of bringing conflict and competition to somebody. Petty ego, territorial clashing and tension. What do we got here? Oh, entertainment. They thought they were making a good investment. They weren't doing it for entertainment. They really thought they were making a good investment. Or maybe somebody did make a good investment, and their expectation is that it's going to cause some form of rivalry. They made a good investment. That's what that is. They made a good investment. They're not making an investment for entertainment purposes only. Their expectation is that there will cause some form of rivalry. Oh, with some people who aren't wholesome. There's a page of cups here. Sentiment and romanticism. Expressing your feelings. Some form of opportunity. Love, new love, new love. So maybe that's what this Knight of Pentacles is doing. And maybe this optimistic, perfect person, sunny person here is in a Page of Wands energy. Maybe they're a free spirit. They're excited and they've gained their freedom. And there's a backstory to this that the light is being shined on, and they may be generous and having been given a promise. This Knight of Pentacles, he's not going for entertainment. He knows that this is going to cause competition or some sort of conflict with people who are not wholesome. But there's this new love here in the near future. Maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe he's going for new love. Or maybe he was working against somebody, he was bringing conflict, trying to flip this wholesome person. He thought it was a good investment. He thought if he could flip this wholesome person, this perfect, optimistic person who's got this wealth, who's sunny, that he would be able to what? He thought it was a good investment, that he would somehow be able to get this Ace of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. There's an offer of a new love here. Body. Somebody's concerned about their health. They may be concerned about their body. There might be something going on with their body. We got in the lens it's being looked through is we've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. They lacked planning and foresight, and they made a bad investment. They lost their opportunity. Defense. They lost their opportunity to a defense. Somebody defended themselves. They didn't get this love union. I guess it didn't happen. There's misalignment, some sort of disharmony, misalignment of values. Absence. Like they may want to have a family but be absent or something. Or maybe that's the disharmony, the misalignment of values. They want to get together and have kids, but they don't want to be part of the family. There's confusion and brutality here. Or that's the intention, or that's the hope, is that they can bring confusion and brutality through some love union. Observation is in the reverse. Somebody's not seeing clearly. They don't see the full picture. They're not willing to they're like pinpointed thought forms, are unwilling to see anything differently, closed-minded. And you've got the King of Wands, ruthless, with unachievable expectations. Boy, that could really put a damper on somebody's optimism, couldn't it? Purpose. We got purpose. And kin. So what this says to me is all of these kin that were coming against people of service, this is coming to an end. There's a grave here. Somebody's going in the grave. This kin wants to put this service person in the grave. They're spying, this snake is spying on their location. They're playing both sides, fighting with both sides of a situation. With maybe they're haunted, maybe they're a religious person, maybe this tribe of religious people are haunted, and they want to take this arcana out because they think it's their fault. Why? Because they tortured this person and now all of a sudden it's flipping back on them, so they think this person did something when they didn't do anything their whole entire life. Now all of a sudden tables have flipped and somehow it's their fault. This witch was bringing drama using divination tools, and maybe they're still at it. But this says, don't do anything. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. You're innocent. You're innocent. You work hard. You're conscientious. You're innocent. You work. You do your job. You work hard. That's hard work. You're conscientious. You keep yourself, your mind and your house clean. You take care of yourself and your responsibilities, and you work hard. You're innocent. And there's a tension that has been brought to this conflict within this ancestry. Within this ancestry. Who've been horseplaying around. They've been horseplaying around, and it's time. It's time that you get remembered. This is the separation, I guess. There's a family line here. So these people have addictions. And there's like, you're going to just be you, and there's a remembrance here. It's like this long lost child or something. I'll tell you what, man. You know, they're just sitting there waiting to pounce. It's like they're not happy that this wholesome person didn't get flipped upside down. They're not happy that this sunny, optimistic individual is being recognized, and they're not happy. They are ready to pounce, man. They're pouncing. They're pouncing. Thought it was a great idea. That's wild, man. Is this what happened last time? This is like the wildest thing. It's like somebody's chasing after this person, and they're like, no, no, no. And they're like, so you don't want me? And then it's like they want to take them out because they got rejected or something. This is wild. And then they, I mean, it's one thing to have feelings. It's another thing to want to destroy the entire world because of them. To not have any self-control. Somebody's not getting a message that this is over. Or this Page of Wands is hiding a message about it being over. They want to put this optimistic person in a coffin. Gosh, talk about hating the sun. Wow. And then there's talk of dimming the sun by 1/3 or whatever. I wonder if that's why you hate the sun so much. Yeah, they're thinking about this person. There's a backstory. There's history here, which this optimistic person may not even be aware of, and at this point probably doesn't even care to know. They want to get they want to get a promise, or maybe there's been a promise made to this optimistic person, and they want to put this optimistic person in a coffin because of it. So they're not doing this for entertainment anymore. They're very, very serious. They're coming forward with conflict to flip this wholesome person. House. They want this house. That belongs to this main female. They want to flip this wholesome person upside down. They want to bring conflict to this main female. They've been working very hard at it. They're not doing it for fun. They're very serious. In the near future, we've got new love, curiosity, possibility, surprise, and body. Body. Courthouse and marriage came out in the reverse. This is new love. The courthouse and marriage came out in the reverse. Somebody's trying to get out of going to court by gaining new love or gaining a contract with this main female so that they can bring conflict to her, but they didn't get it. So they didn't get the marriage. Maybe it was kicked out of court. Maybe the courthouse kicked it out and said no. Lost opportunity, missed chance, bad investment. There's a defense here. They're under adjudication. There's a defense here. They're under adjudication about this child. Or a new beginning. The Lovers is in reverse. Bad choices, fear of commitment, detachment, a misalignment of values. A masculine who wants to have a child but doesn't want to help raise it. Thinks that's the best thing. Angry because this main female doesn't want them. So they're, wow. Yeah. This mature man. And this he's there's disharmony. This mature man and this privileged lady, there's disharmony. No, and then there's absence. This could be her father. Or maybe somebody who's targeting somebody who didn't have a father. You know, that oh, you're attracted to older men because you didn't have a father, and maybe that's why older men always get these older men who never stuck around to raise the family get these younger women because they have daddy issues or whatever. I don't know. Bad choices, misalignment of values. This mature man is here, all up in this privileged lady's space. He was absent, or their father was absent, or whatever. There's brutality here. Somebody doesn't want somebody to see something. So there's a disaster waiting to happen, and somebody doesn't want somebody to see something. They want to prevent a courtship. They don't want this person to see something. What are they going to see? This privileged lady, she's not getting with this mature man. She's like, no. She's like, no, misalignment of values, detachment. She doesn't want this guy. No. He's a person, he's an absent father. He's an absent father. And he's trying to get with this privileged lady so that he can stop her actual union. And he's coming in, he wants to brutalize her. He wants her sudden wealth. They're ruthless, they're unpredictable, they have unachievable expectations, they have a purpose. Their purpose is they want this sudden wealth that belongs to this high honor person, this privileged lady, this main female. Who's expecting to come into a new job, a new role within this community on the distant horizons. She might be making a journey. This thief here is in bad health and facing imprisonment. They want that sudden wealth. They're very concerned about being in poverty. They're getting desperate. They couldn't stop it in the ethers. So now there's going to start being a lot of drama in the 3D. You're going to start seeing probably a lot of stuff. I posted a video, I can't remember her name, of a lady who said there was going to be like this, where like the attachments that are on people, the demonic attachments that are on people are going to be going into the pigs or whatever. Anyway, it was like, I don't know. There may come a time when we see people freaking out on each other, and then there may come a time when, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, man. It could get a little wild, because we've got brutality and ruthless out here. You're high honor. You're coming into your 10 of Pentacles. And these kin, whoever these kin are, they could be, I don't know, man. I don't know. They don't want this service person to do their job, to enter into their new job. Oh, excuse me. It's seltzer water. I can't help it. So this optimistic, perfect person, they're hiding messages. They don't want this person to get a message. They want to stop this person from moving forward. This sunny person. There's a backstory here. They're trying to get into this person's thoughts. This sunny person's thoughts. They want to put an end to this person's optimism. But we've got, they have to accept the things they cannot change, and we got freedom here. Or maybe the acceptance, I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. They got to accept the things they can't change. And this optimistic person could very well have their freedom. They can't stop thinking about this person. There's a backstory here. There's some kind of a history that's going on. This is a rebirth. This is a vitality. This is like happiness. Yeah, they're not honest. They weren't honest. The backstory is here. There's a backstory here, and they can't get this person out of, this woman out of their thoughts. They were not honest. They're not honest, and they're what? They're trying to tap into her mind. She's been accepted. She's optimistic. She's seen. She's perfectly optimistic. She has her freedom. She's coming into a Six of Pentacles. She's generous, and she's got a promise. A promise has been made. She's not worried about anything. You got this Knight of Pentacles here who's been working hard. He's not been doing it for entertainment purposes. There's the house here. He wants this house. He wants the house that this main female is in. He's bringing conflict to try to flip this wholesome person who's this main female in the house. Yeah, but they're not disciplined. They don't have any discipline. They've been working real hard. They thought they're making a good investment. Moving into this house, bringing conflict to this main female, trying to flip this wholesome person, this wholesome, sunny person, who's a privileged lady. Change. Yeah, they want to change this wholesome lady into an unwholesome lady. They want to bring conflict to her to make that happen. They could be concerned about their body. They want to stop this marriage, or they weren't able to get a marriage. It's not going well in the courthouse. There's new love here, but it could be that they weren't able to get a marriage. Indecision. They're in grief. They're disconnected from their intuition. They're under adjudication. They lost their opportunity. They missed their chance. They made a bad investment. They lacked planning and foresight. This child had a defense. This child was defended. This new beginning, this child has been defended. This popped out, and it literally came out and then flipped in the reverse and landed on my hand. Okay, so you've got this privileged lady. She's not going to be the lover of this mature man. He's an absent father, and she's like, no, I'm not really into that. We've got this person, this absent father, this mature man, like there's no perseverance here. He's not able to persevere with this attempt. He doesn't really have a purpose. He has no purpose, and he's not successful. So he's not able to persevere. He's not successful. And this privileged lady is like, oh, heck no. No, no, no. So what do? They come up here with an Ace of Swords, and they decide they're going to get brutal. They got clouded judgment. They're not seeing clearly. Observation is in the reverse. They're not seeing clearly. They're blind. They got clouded thinking. They didn't get this courtship, and they want to stop this person from uniting with another, apparently, because they're going to have this child. Trust. This privileged lady is just trusting her inner voice to guide her through all this drama. You've got the King of Wands here in the reverse. He's impulsive. He's ruthless. He's got unachievable expectations. His only purpose is to gain sudden wealth. And how he goes about it is, anyone's guess. You can see that he uses marriage to try to get it, but that didn't happen. He didn't get a marriage. It's like the courthouse is upside down. Like maybe the courthouse is like, we're not going to even accept this. No. And they may not know what to do now. They're in grief. Pride. This King of Wands reversed is full of pride. He's ruthless. He wants this money. That's his only purpose, is getting money, man. Full of doubt. Full of doubt. You're seeing both sides of a situation, and you're very courageous here. You have gifts of the soul that benefit yourself and others. Even when you're alone, you know that you're not really alone. You're surrounded by love. And you look at the brighter side of things. And you're balanced. You're balanced. Reciprocity. Equal give and take. Perfectly optimistic. Accepting the things that you cannot change. Freedom. Reciprocity. Wants to have equal give and take. This hoarding of the wealth is awful, man. Somebody's hiding a message, or they didn't get a message that this is over. They're excited. They want their freedom. They're moving forward. They're dishonest. There's a backstory here. They're trying to ping this woman in her head. They're doing mental magic or something on her. On this sunny person. Yeah, they're trying to get a reunion with her. Or maybe they're challenged because she's coming into a reunion. She's a sunny individual and she's coming into a reunion. And that could be part of what this backstory is. Whatever this backstory is. These ones all seem to know what that is, and that there is an actual reunion. So this privileged lady knows who this is. They know who this is. And they're trying desperately to stop it. So there's no worry. A promise has been made. There's a Six of Pentacles, generous, giving and receiving, reciprocity. Reciprocity. I want to have equal give and take. Generous, charity. They're overwhelmed by this. They're overwhelmed that she's not worried, that she's been given a promise or that she's made a promise. They're overwhelmed by that. There's a Knight of Pentacles moving forward, making a good investment. They're not disciplined. They're not doing it for entertainment. They want this house that belongs to this wholesome person. They want to bring conflict in order to do a change. And they want to use third-party situations. They want to flip this wholesome person. They want to come in, plug in, and then flipper. But they don't get the marriage. They're worried about their body. The courthouse kicked it out, wouldn't even consider the marriage, the contract. They're in grief about this new love, about this possibility. They're disconnected from their intuition. Unworthy. Unworthy came out, and then it bounced around and then came out in the reverse. This main female is worthy of a new love. The courts have denied this particular contract. They're like, no. They're under adjudication. They made a bad investment. Whatever investment this was to try to get into this house, they're under adjudication for it. Everything is seen here. And this child is protected. There's a defense being made on behalf of this child. Somebody's holding something back. They're not telling all. They've got secrets. This mature man is an absent father. He's not successful, and he's not going to persevere. There's no purpose here. Purpose is in the upright there with sudden wealth, and then purpose is in the reverse here, as well as lovers in the reverse. So there's no purpose and no love relationship with this privileged lady. Yeah. Neglected. I failed to give you what you needed. There's a backstory here. Whoever this is knows her. And she may not have any idea who this person is. But they're like all freaking messed up because she's walking away. Because she's got this promise and she's balanced. They're overwhelmed. They're stressed out because she's okay. They wanted to stop this courtship. They wanted to stop this courtship. They're not able to see clearly. They have clouded judgment. This privileged lady trusts her inner voice to guide her correctly, and broken came out in the reverse. She's not broken. They weren't able to break her. They're not able to break her. They're stuck in their pride. They're ruthless. They have unachievable expectations. Their purpose is to gain this sudden wealth. People are gossiping about this because there's indecision. This person doesn't know what to do. Their only purpose is to get sudden wealth. They're stuck in their pride. They think everybody's stuff belongs to them. They have unachievable expectations, high expectations, and they're ruthless. People are talking about it. There's indecision. They don't know what to do. And on the bottom of the deck, we have regret. And escape and shadow side. They're guilty. They're asking for forgiveness. They sabotage themselves. They sabotage themselves because their values were all about money. They made mistakes. They were dishonest. They feel unappreciated, and they're having disagreements. They're daydreaming. They're daydreaming about being with you. They feel your absence. Their habits and their secrets and their ego Oh, you understand? There's an understanding about this. You see their side of the story. You see their side of the story. Or both sides of the story are being looked at very clearly by whomever. I mean, it's not one-sided. It's like everything is out here. But you're coming into like you're into reciprocal relationships. You're not into this absent father stuff. You're not into being a single mother or just single period. When you're not into getting married so that your husband can just get you pregnant and then take off, or just take off period. Siphoning your spiritual inheritance, behind the scenes. Idea, suggestion, inspiration, vision. Yeah, this person, this main female, she wants equal give and take. She has a vision. She has a vision. And there's a promise here: charity, giving, reciprocity, freedom, no worry, promise, perfect optimism, sun, and a reunion. These people were not honest. They're not honest. We've got, they're not ready. Or maybe you're not ready to receive this gift. Or maybe he's not ready for you to receive this gift. You're getting this reunion. You're this sunny person. There's a backstory here. They're dishonest and they can't get you out of their mind. They're not ready for you to receive this gift, but you're getting it. What is this gift? It could be love, honey. Could be love. Could be true love. Look at you. You're all calm, cool, and collected. And they're trying to apologize. They're overwhelmed. You're not worried. You're not worried at all. You're not worried. You're balanced. You're completely balanced. And that's part of being in the present moment, right? It's like, what's happening in this present moment? Man, that got me through so many freaking episodes. It's like, what's happening right now? And then sometimes you got to train yourself on focusing on that. When the crap gets too thick and you're swimming in it, it's like, okay, wait a minute, man. Am I breathing? I don't know. Sometimes you got to think about the little things. Overwhelmed. Somebody's overwhelmed by this person coming in and taking a new job. There's a promise made. They're coming into a new job, a new position, and a reunion. They're getting married. These ones are trying desperately to stop it. They're overwhelmed. They're stressing out. They're not disciplined, and they're not doing this for entertainment. They're really seriously trying to work hard to get into this house. They're using third wheel enemy situations to do that. Marriages in the court system that are just, backwards and ugly. Oh, Yeah, so this house, this main female's in the house. She's all calm. She's sitting in the house, and these ones they're not disciplined. They're not fooling around. They're very serious. They want to come forward, and they want that house. They're doing everything in their knowledge, everything that they've been taught. They're throwing at the book. They're very, very serious. But justice is going to be served here. Justice will be served. This isn't entertaining. These third wheel party situations bring in conflict, trying to flip a wholesome main female, trying to change her by coming in and then giving her extreme heartbreak and flipping her from happy to freaking destitute and sad. Wow. So they can siphon her inheritance while she's down. They can't get into her head. They can't bring their fantasy to fruition. They can't get in her mind. They're trying. They're trying to get into her mind, but they're not. Ooh, look, they're falling into a trap. They're falling into a trap coming after her. She's entering a promise. They're in grief because the court kicked out their request for a contract. They're disconnected from their intuition. This woman is worthy of something greater. She's worthy of a sensitive new love, not somebody who just wants to come in and get a contract and then go be with somebody else and while he's spending her spiritual inheritance with his friend. Yeah, they're not going to get the real estate. They're not getting the real estate. They don't get the house. They're concerned about their body. They're wanting to apologize. They're under adjudication. They lost their opportunity. They missed their chance. They feel they didn't express themselves well. This child has been successfully defended. Their masks are all off. Their masks are all off. This mature man is an absent father. He's not successful at all. He won't persevere in getting a love union with this privileged lady. That's like a big no. Whoever he is from the past, whatever, it's like he thinks he knows her or something. It's like he wants to get it going again, and she's like, no, because there's this neglect. I failed to give you what you needed. So it could just be that He's a old news has-been in this privileged lady's life. He's a what was, is no more. And she's moving on to this reunion. Whoever this is, there's somebody coming in, somebody fresh. And there are a bunch of people here now. They could be out there on their sky ships or whatever, but there's a bunch of people here, and they've been watching people, women and others, looking and seeing. And that's why there's all this magic. There's like orgy magic getting placed on divine women and all of that, and masculines, because they want to make them appear as though they're a whore. So they put this filth on them, hoping that the divine that are up there, seeking those who have graduated as spouses or whatever, they're hoping that they won't see them, that they'll see them as something filthy if they can put this disgusting magic on them. Oh, and they ran out of time. They ran out of time. Oh, they're freaking out. They're in chaos with this Ace of Swords upside down. They're confused. They're frustrated. They're in chaos. They can't see. They have a clouded judgment. Limited observation. They can't see. They wanted to stop this courtship, but they can't see. This privileged lady trusts her intuition, and she's not broken. These people ran out of time. And they're ill. They ran out of time and to bully and gossip this woman. They didn't get a courtship. Lovers is in reverse. She's like, nah, You're not my guy. Their only purpose is to go and steal that sudden wealth from somebody who's having sweet dreams. From somebody who's having sweet dreams. To flip this wholesome person, put them in an extreme heartbreak by doing a faulty contract. A contract they have no intention of honoring. Yeah, there's no vow made. Good news, there's no vow here. Good news, there's no vow. They don't get a contract. Their only purpose was to get this sudden wealth, and there's good news, there's no vow. There's gossip about this. They don't know what to do now. You may receive aid, like you may have your spirit team and whatnot, and you're coming into your reward. They're helping you achieve your reward. They're showing mercy. They're giving you aid. You're okay, despite these third world enemies giving you natural disasters. You survived all those natural disasters. You're okay. All those natural disasters your third world enemy brought you, you're okay. It could be that you've been praying and that you have a good connection with spirit. It could be that you are coming into your eternal love and that it's going to be very abundant. Obviously, because there's a giving and receiving, there's a sharing of the wealth. These ones who were indulging, who were robbing you so that they could have an indulgent life, they're facing confinement. And they're stubborn. They're stubborn. They're getting really nutty in the head because they're being separated. They're being cut off. They're being separated. You've earned your merit. And they were stuck in their pride. They're overloaded now. And you're coming into your new family tree. And it ain't with this guy. Because this is over. There's a death here. This is over. Their strategy got them nothing but homeless. You're coming. They're protesting. They were protesting your family. But you're going to have your family. You're seen as a high value person. And you have lived and learned through all of this conflict. You've gained a lot of knowledge. And a lot of resilience and a lot of strength from all of that garbage you had to endure in so many ways. In the physical, in the spiritual, in the energetic, in the mental body. And it's fate. You're going to come in and you're going to have a family. It's fate. And these ones who are being these ones who came against you, they're going to go blind and they're being rejected. They're going to withdraw and they're getting their disturbances. All those disturbances that they were bringing to you, they're getting. And I'm sorry about that. I wish people would choose peace, you know? Anyhow, with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one. Hope you have a great night.